Boy oh boy, I love food just as much as the next guy, but even I can admit when I need to lose a little bit of weight. The fact of the matter is, it sucks to have to lose weight. It sucks doing the things that we don't really want to do, but if we want to be here for a long time, we want to be around our family and all of that stuff, we can't give in to this big back activity, bro. This type of nonsense is getting out of hand. It's ridiculous. The crazy stuff that I'm seeing is insane. Check this out. So a 24-year-old extreme eater who gained fame on TikTok died due to complications from obesity, according to a report. Right, Efekan Kutler, 24, well known in his native Turkey for his mukbang streams, in which he would gorge himself on massive amounts of food, died on March 7th. Of 2025 after spending 3 months in the hospital due to obesity related problems, according to Turkey Today. And that's the point I'm making, man. And like I've said this multiple times on my channel, too much of a good thing is bad for you. You know, it really doesn't matter if it's just food. Too much gaming is bad for your eyes. Too much alcohol is bad for your liver. Having too much fun is bad for your wallet. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, whatever your vice is, too much of it is literally a terrible thing for you. If you drink too much water, you can die, which is crazy to me. So the point I'm making is, when I see posts like this where these guys are scarfing down ridiculous amounts of food over and over for multiple videos, and then they got all the fans supporting this nonsense, cheering them down while they inhale a bunch of food like Kirby, it's just kind of ridiculous to me. You know, and now that I'm saying it, the dude actually kind of looks like Kirby too. And I know some of you guys will probably say, oh man, that's such a terrible thing to say, this person passed away and blah blah blah. I don't care. I really don't care, man, because at the end of the day, these are grown people we're talking about. Now, if this was a child, you would have all my sympathy, but grown adults, they don't get any sympathy from me. I'm the Grinch when it comes to sharing with adults. They suck. My point is that adults have a personal responsibility to themselves to make sure that they don't go down roads like these, which cause literally you to end up in a early grave, is the point I was trying to say before that English language started kicking my ass. Anyway, so I want to look at this for a second. These people who are telling you, oh, this type of nonsense is healthy. It's healthy for you to be walking around and being obese. It's healthy for your knees to be hurting you and all of this nonsense. They're lying to you. These people just want to make money, so they'll convince you to keep spending and doing all of this nonsense. It's just insane to me that people go to bed, they go and have a good night's sleep, not knowing if they're gonna wake up tomorrow. That's the thing. It's like you go to bed and you're not even sure if you're going to wake up tomorrow. That's how terrible you feel. Now, I know any of us, Jesus man, any single one of us can die at any random time. So why increase the fucking chances, man? That's my point. It's like, why are you saying, yo, here's what, life ain't difficult enough. Let me turn the difficulty up some more. You know, by becoming obese, you're most likely not going to find anyone to be with you. You're most likely not going to have a very active life, which means you're probably not going to have much real friends that you go out and do stuff with. You know, like, your life is just going to be so much more harder. You're going to be depressed all of the times, so you're going to start eating your feelings even more. And now we have this nonsense culture to where people can literally monetize this, put it up on TikTok, and have a bunch of people cheer them on. Like, it's just poison on top of poison. It's just stacking, you know what I mean? And it's terrible. So to me, again, I wonder, how is it possible that people are able to go sleep knowing that this is their situation? They're playing the most fucked up game of fuck around and find out I've ever seen in my life. It's just insane to me. Like, it reminds me so much of this situation with this girl here who passed away a few months ago. I made a video talking about this. She was 24 as well, and she ate so much that her stomach literally ripped open. Like, do you know how many Krabby Patties you need to eat to get to that point? That is just crazy to me, bro. Right, check this out. So this person posted her parents had been begging her to stop because this was not the first time it's not the first time it happened, and she'd even previously been hospitalized with stomach bleeding. This is something that happened multiple times, right? Do you know how much food you gotta eat for this shit to happen to your stomach, man? It's insane to me. So I know a lot of people are probably on here saying like, why are you shaming all of these obese people? You know, their life is probably hard enough as is, and all of this nonsense. But I really don't care, man. I think I have enough shame to go around. Everyone gets it. The skinny people, the fat people, all of the people, they gets it, man. If you deserve shame, you're gonna get it. So don't think I'm just on here being a bully to overweight people, because that's not the case. I just talk shit about stupid people in general, right? And also, if you're new here and you agree with my take so far, please like and subscribe. We are getting close to 2,000 subs for the very first time, and I would appreciate you helping me out with that, okay? Anyway, so moving on, right? If you really think that I'm doing this type of stuff to fat people alone, no, that's not the case, not at all, right? Here's the thing, check this comment out. This person says the people encouraging this have been cheering on a voluntary exit, I'll put it that way, in slow motion, right? If you really think about that, the fan bases of these people are literally watching them slowly run out of time. You think about how morbid that is. Imagine you're in the comments saying, yeah bro, stuff that sandwich down your gullet. You're definitely gonna live to see 65. He died at 24. You get what I'm saying? It is crazy to me that people act like they hold zero responsibility. Right? They don't really hold direct responsibility, but they hold a level of indirect responsibility because you're cheering these people on. So anyway, so check this out. I want you all to think about this for a second. You know that vegan chick who passed away recently as well? I think it was Jessie something, I can't remember her name, but she is also a perfect example. When you eat just leaves and grass and you get dried up like a fucking twig, your life points are basically running down to zero. It's the exact same thing. And then on the opposite end of the spectrum, you look at these guys who go to the gym and they're trying to look like freaking real life Superman. It's like, what do you think happens to those guys? They all end up in the same place. Every single one of them end up like this, with 0 HP, curled up in a box somewhere, you know. And that's the point I'm making in this video. I don't really care about just the obese people. I care about the stupid people in general who don't know the meaning of moderation. Moderation is what you need. You need that in your life. Have a little bit of fun, but not too much fun. You know, go up for some drinks, but don't spend the entire night in the bar drinking your life away. You know what I mean? It's like, have a couple buckets of chicken every now and then. You know what? It shouldn't be chicken for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's insane. Like, you're literally doing too much when it comes to this type of stuff. So again, man, that's just my takes on this situation. If you all agree, hit that like and subscribe. If you disagree, tell me why down in the comments below. And if you like the artwork I've been working on, tell me as well down in the comments, and I'll actually draw you into a character. You have to be 18 years and older to be one of them though. Okay, so y'all have a good rest of your day. Later.